So if you guys are into FPV, even if you're not into FPV, we're always doing 3D printing stuff, and you want to know which filaments are good. There's so many. I'm going to teach you all about my favorite filaments, what I've learned from testing so many things, and I'm going to show you a neat little product I just got that was only 65 bucks Canadian. So for you Americans, it's probably only 50 bucks. I mainly use PETG, TPU, and PLA, but mostly TPU. I use PLA for prototyping. I use TPU for most of my prints. And then I use PETG for harder things or waterproof things. I found this thing on Amazon, so let's build it. And then I'll show you my favorite filaments. So let's do a time lapse. Okay, so step one, we screwed in these things and now we're going to tighten. They gave us a little thing to tighten this, so you want to make it nice and tight.
Get it right, get it tight.
So they don't slide out. While I'm doing this, I just want to tell you that I am a product tester for Amazon, so I did not pay for this product. I don't even know the company that makes it. My reviews are totally honest when I make them, although I only review products that I absolutely love. And I think I'm absolutely going to love this because it allows me to organize things. Me and my wife like being organized. Her a lot more than me, but it's true. The ones with 2 notches are most likely, yeah. And are they the same on both sides? Yeah, because it sucks when you put them in the wrong way and then you gotta flip them all around. And that's the kind of stuff that happens to me all the time. We line up the holes with each other, and we can stick this thing onto, and that's basically one side. So then on the other side, same thing. There we go. I'll have a link to this product in the description, but if you go to my profile page, there's a link to my Amazon store for Canada or international, and there's idea lists. So if you look at those idea lists, you can see all the other products that I like and recommend. And if you buy them or anything, it helps. Make me a whole 3%. And consider joining my Patreon for only $2. You can help me quit all my jobs and become a full-time creator. Oh, so instead of those wheels, I could have screwed in this. So you didn't have to have the wheels, you could just make it stationary. I think all these screws are the same. That makes life a little bit easier. Once you're done building those, you're going to take these and you're going to screw them in like this. See this? Like that. Look at that. We're going to take this, we're going to screw it in here. Boom. You're going to do that 8 times. And I don't believe there's a wrong side. It's all universal. So that is a very nice thing because it sucks when you build things and it doesn't work out. So I'm going to do that 8 times. So enjoy the time lapse. It was easier than eating apple pie. Well, maybe not that easy, but they even gave us 2 extra screws. Now, what I like about it, it's universal. You can like screw it in on either side. And we're just going to tighten everything up with the Allen key that is provided. Everything was provided. It was nice and easy. I was able to assemble it with my hands. The only thing that I guess I would have liked to know, I guess a bit quicker, is that I could have used the non-wheels. You know, sometimes you want to try the more expensive stuff and you're like, is it that much better or is the cheap stuff still good? And sometimes cheap stuff is wonderful. Like there's this clear blue filament that I got that was super cheap and it worked very good. And I was like, wow, this works very nice. I'll make a little idea thing with all my favorite filaments, even though it's very hard for me to do that because I have ADD, a hard time concentrating on anything, and we don't let that stop us. You can do your part to help support mental illness by joining my Patreon for $2 or even just smashing the like button. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button.
Hit.
Smash it.
Nice.
Smash it.
Nice.
smash it right now. If you can't afford $2, that's okay. I go through hard times too sometimes. So let's talk about TPU. Giant Arm is one of my favorite TPUs. It is a little bit more expensive than some of the other stuff that I use, but what I like with Giant Arm is they have some nice, vibrant colors. It has some cool colors. One thing that I noticed though is that while it's wrapped, it kind of has this like frilly thing. I don't know if you can see inside there. Like it's a little bit frilly. It still works fine. Good stuff. There's some colors you can get in it that you can't get in the other ones, like the same color. So sometimes you'll pay a little bit more to get some unique colors. I've also noticed that the clear TPUs, kind of like this, they are stronger than the opaque ones. The opaque ones, I like the colors more, they're more vibrant, but when I want something to be really strong, I will print it in the more clear ones. They also tend to be a bit easier to print. This was the first TPU that I had a great experience with. It's called Ramberry, but I can't find it anywhere. Whenever I search it, I find inappropriate stuff for some reason. Next, this is a random clear blue that I found. Super cheap, insanely good. So I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna put it on the idea list that's going to be in the description for you so that you can get all the stuff that I've tried and tested. But this was dirt cheap, yo-ye, and it works just as good as all the others. My favorite brand for all 3D printing, I know I should have made you wait till the end, but it's Duramic. It's cheaper than Giant Arm. It has a great amount of colors, and they're just great. There's no frilliness. And I don't have a filament dryer because my place is dry as crap. I have a hard enough time to keep myself moist. We stick humidifiers in our bedrooms. The heat in this place just dries the place out, so I don't need to dehumidify my things. I love this pink. Like, this is actually probably one of my favorite colors, the Duramic pink. It's like that bubblegum pink, bubblegum pink. Yeah, Duramic makes PETG as well, and I really love their clear PETG. You can print this out, I think, at 230, and it prints beautifully. So if you have clear PETG and it's coming out opaque, it's because you're burning it. So don't burn it. It should look kind of clear, and it'll actually make it better. It'll make it more elasticity, kind of like this. I'll show you this print. See how nice that print is? It's like clear, it's shiny. You want to print the PETG at the lightest temperature that you can get good results. And you kind of want to do that with everything. If you can print it at 220 and get as good results as 230, then you want to print it at that lower temperature. The other thing I noticed is that with the opaque PETG, this was some other weird brand that I don't care for as much. I got it on AliExpress, so I have been cheap sometimes with some of these things. Sometimes, like with that clear one, it was good. With this PETG, it works, but it's not as good. And I find that the opaque will weigh more than the clear. And then I find the opposite with these guys. The opaque will actually be lighter than the clear. But it all depends. Like, each product is going to be different. Now, I've tested out some of this Algu Rapid PLA. When it comes to the rapid PLA stuff, it doesn't really perform any better than regular PLA. If your printer can print fast, it can print fast. If your printer can't print fast, you're not going to put in some rapid PLA and all of a sudden everything's fixed. It doesn't work like that. It's more about your printer than it is about the product. Algu Rapid PETG, it's fine, but does it print any faster? If you want good results, you got to print at the speed that's going to give you good results. You can't just speed it up. Now with Bamboo, I love my Bamboo printer. It makes everything easy. I want an affiliate link for it, but they won't give it to me, so I'm not going to make a video about it. But anything that is Bamboo, it's just great. You can make it print faster, and I'm printing lots of things at ludicrous speed, and it's doing a great job. 85A, I've had a nightmare trying to print this stuff. I'm never able to print it well, and that's what I use it for, to make little necklaces for my kid. So this whole row turns into like a little necklace maker. I don't print with it, but if you have a profile that will print 85A on a Bamboo Mini with a 6mm nozzle, please send it to me. It's with a 6mm nozzle. It makes things faster. I think it makes them stronger too. It's bigger versus all the little thin stuff. Basically print as big as you can that you get good results. Printing smaller just takes longer. It's not that big of a difference. It's always best to kind of get things as quick as you can with the nicest results that you can. This company Red, I think it's a bit more expensive than regular stuff. And I've had great results with it. Perfect prints every time. So this Red company, I like it. I've tested a lot of different silk, not milk. And the colors for the Red, it came out of the thing. Whenever you put this away, you always want to stick it through the holes. The reason the holes are so good, they stop it from screwing up. So if you haven't done that when you put it away and you haven't had a problem, you've been very fortunate. Always stick it through the hole. Otherwise, it'll get tangled and then you're messed up. The Red, solid product. Just everything I've had from it has been great. I've had other multicolored silks. These perform beautifully. Let me show you how beautiful this color is. I love this. Like, just look at the color. That's just the PLA, the silk color. It's just gorgeous. It prints beautifully. It looks beautiful. It costs a little bit more, but it's worth it. The Red is a wonderful, wonderful product. When it comes to printing the silks, print at, like, if you're printing the PLA at like 220, print the silks 10 degrees hotter. Like 230. I find that PLA prints really good at 215 to 220. The silks print really good at 230. P to G 230. And smash the like button. It costs you nothing and it helps. I designed one basically beautiful, little, and small. And you can take the cap. Look at that. Look at this. There's no screw on or nothing. It goes perfectly. You go to the dollar store. You get a little sponge. You poke your filament through there. And then look at this. Look at this. Oh, that is satisfying. It clips on. It stays on. And you can get it off too. It is a little bit difficult. It is. It's difficult. Oh. But once you got it on, you don't want to get it off anyways, right? But you can do it. But it's nice. You just have it like that. You leave it on your roll. Boom. Print one for each of your rolls. I will stick that. I lost all the files on my computer, so it's gone probably. Actually, I have the G code, so maybe I'll leave the G code for you somewhere when I learn how to do that. But my computer crashed. I lost everything. Buy it with the links in the description. That was... Oh, Ariel's going to be so pleased.
What the F is that? What the F is that?
F is for fluff. What the fluff is that? We're a family channel. Try my best to be a God-fearing Christian. Oh, it's hard sometimes. It was easier than eating apple pie. As you can see, damn it. Did my camera overheat? My camera overheated. That's the problem when you use a phone. Why does everything in my life go wrong? Hello, people. You know my pain. You see my pain? You know what, the last 5 minutes I can take from